What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you'll see a Patreon account. If you click, you become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to. So click the link. Now, with that being said, we're here today to review Cobra Kai Season 5. Now, this season is a little bit different because we see Terry Silver taking on the lead villain role. We see Daniel LaRusso's character and Johnny Lawrence teaming up again, yet trying to take him down. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to give away too much, but let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. How does season 5 stack up with everything else, with all the other seasons, with just the show in general? I'll tell you. To be honest with you, the show flows really well, right? Like when you're looking at it just from a show standpoint, it's fine. It flows well, has the drama, has the fighting. Uh, it's a fun watch. Now the problem that I'm getting with is that it's starting to feel less and less tied to the Karate Kid universe, right? Yeah, of course you have these characters pop up here and there. You have these characters making like grand returns, but at the same time, like it's starting to lose that whole Karate Kid vibe. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but it's really losing it for me. What became a kind of like a show trying to like a what if you will, about Daniel and Johnny's character interacting with each other later down the line, and this is how somehow snowballed into John Kreese being involved and Terry Silver being involved and even Mike Barnes being involved. Like, like this eventually just became something big. And I'm not mad at it per se, but at the same time, like, you got to really understand what we're dealing with here. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that this show should go on for countless more seasons. I really think that they should be trying to find a way to wrap this up because I think it's on the verge of suffering from a lot of other TV shows that are kind of like running out of momentum. Like, let's be honest here. The Cobra Kai format is very predictable now. And what I mean by that is like one season we have them ready for the tournament, the next season's off from the tournament. One season's from the tournament, one season's off from the tournament. And it really is really sticking to that. I really feel like they should find different ways to kind of spice things up. It's always that season in between the tournament being like super drama filled. Also, like when you're watching the show, I mean, it's so predictable, like you really can feel like you can predict the next thing that's going to happen. It becomes so damn predictable that sometimes you ask yourself, they're not going to do that. I don't think they're going to go that route. That's way too obvious. And then they do it. So it's just like certain things. And it even feels like it's like, yo, it's way too much plot convenience going on here. And at times it just becomes like kind of unbelievable. It takes the fun out of the TV show and like what originally got me into the show. And I'm not taking away from it because it's a good show. Like I love the show. It's a fun watch. But when you're comparing it to like what it did for us the first couple of seasons and how it brought us in a full circle with the Karate Kid, it's not all about just bringing us characters from the original movies. It's not just tying in characters from the original movies. It doesn't have that feel anymore of the Karate Kid, And I mean, I get it, like, but I have that, like, just the repetitiveness and the predictability of this plot, There's times where you really want to ask yourself, like, how much fucking teen girlfriend boyfriend drama are you going to give us in 5 seasons? Like, it really feels like we've been trapped in the same freaking teen drama since day one, and it's kind of getting kind of stale, if you ask me. They need to figure out what they want to do with these love characters, and then we need to move on from that situation because honestly, it's becoming a little bit too predictable and it's becoming kind of like stale. Also, there's one scene, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's one scene on the show where it gets really fucking ballsy. I mean, really fucking ballsy. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, if they actually do this, then they're taking this shit to a whole nother level, right? And what ends up happening? They bitch out. They really bitch out. And like I said, this was the opportunity for them to kind of show that, you know what? we're gonna be doing some big things here. But like they they backed out, they pussed out, and I mean it sucks that they did it, but whatever. Like they don't have the balls to do it. Also, by the end of the season, you're really asking yourself, like, where are we going with this? Like, I know where we're going with it, but at the same time, you feel like there's a lack of direction. You know, just based off of the ending alone, you're just like, there's not too many roads you can go down from this point. And it's like, you have to ask yourself, like, based off of what we have at the end of the show, it's like, where do we go from here? There's plenty of places to go, but at the same time, are we interested in the path that we're about to go down? I don't know, man. I really feel like the show needs to probably start wrapping it up and kind of like, just you need to pack it up, roll it up, let's go. Like, because with all great TV shows, I think the best thing to do is to know when to quit. I get it, it makes a lot of money. It's one of Netflix's most popular shows next to Stranger Things. And I completely understand. But at the same time, just you gotta know when to fold them, bro. Like you really gotta know when to just give up and call it quits, because you might end up making this. You might start destroying this show, and then once it goes downhill, and then you end it, then you ruin all the possibility of this being like a top 10 TV show, or a top 10 TV series. So again, creators and all the staff that's working on it, you gotta know when to fold them, and I think you might want to start folding them now, because based off of that storyline that we had at the beginning of the series, like it really felt like it had no purpose. It just really felt like a lot of filler. This whole season, a lot of shit felt like a lot of filler. Different things happen in this season just for plot purposes, and it's just like you had characters doing complete 180s randomly with no real motivation for doing it. Like I get it. Like there's one character, his motivation is completely understandable, but there's another main character in this TV show that does a 180 and it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel real. It just kind of just felt like it was done for convenience. There's a lot of storylines, like I said, in this TV show that really feels like I don't know where we're going with this. Like I maybe I get it. Like there's one I get that they're trying to have some sort of character development. I get it. At the same time, it's like you didn't need to go that route in order to get that. You get what I'm saying? And based off of that storyline alone, it's really starting to feel like we're probably going to be seeing a whole lot of Cobra Kai in the upcoming years. I'm not mad about it, but at the same time, like I can completely admit that this show is running out of momentum, and I see it. It's starting to become stale. It's starting to become predictable. It's enjoyable, like as a drama, but once you start trying to feel what those first couple of seasons did for you, I mean, it's losing it. But I will say this: Terry Silver played a mean fucking villain in this series, bro. Terry Silver was the fucking man. He kept this shit afloat. He carried this motherfucker single-handedly, because without him, there would be no damn season. You get what I'm saying? And it really starting to feel like the villains in this arc and the villains in this TV show are starting to outshine the good guys, if you know what I mean. But Terry Silver did a fucking amazing job. I love this character. Motivation was a little bit meh, but I guess they found a way to tie it in and try to make all sense. That's another thing with the show. I feel like sometimes they focus really too hard on trying to tie up loose ends and trying to make things make sense. And it's like, some things are kind of like self-explanatory. You don't need to go on this 3, 4, 5 episode binge in order to make us understand where you're going with it. It could have been like a simple conversation and we kind of get where you're going, and then that's it. That's all. Because I mean, at the end of the day, the New World Order plot reveal towards the end was just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it's obviously not a New World Order, but you'll see it you'll see what I'm talking about when you get there. But overall, like I said, I had a lot of fun with this series. It's fun as a drama, but again, when you're looking at it from the universe of the Karate Kid, it's starting to really lose its momentum. Chosen was fun watching in this series, but at the same time, it really felt like he was like trying too hard to be like Mr. Miyagi at times. I mean, like I said, as much fun as I had with his character, as funny as he was at times, it just felt like he was trying too hard to be Mr. Miyagi's character, and I was just like, I wasn't really digging that. You know what I'm saying? There's that. Johnny Lawrence, I mean, he took a step back in this series. it feels like, or this season it felt like Daniel LaRusso's character pushed to the front, to the forefront. This is really Daniel's season, to be honest with you. It's more it's the Daniel show than anything. We already know about the spoilers about Mike Barnes being in the show. Absolutely fucking waste of character, in my opinion, unless he's going to play some sort of pivotal role down the line. Terry Silver, excellent choice, did his damn thing. All the freaking the senseis from Cobra Kai, they were all right. I mean, it wasn't nothing too like spectacular or anything, but again, like the kid drama is getting super fucking annoying, super repetitive, super out of hand. I mean, I really did like Tori's character this season, though. Tori's character really did an amazing job. Even my wife said it that she was a lot more likable this season. And yeah, just I don't know. Tori's character was cool. Sam's character is still a little whiny little brat. Still gets on my damn nerves. I don't know where the fuck the brother fits in on all this shit. Hawk is Hawk. You know, all these damn Dimitri, all of them, they're all like whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, all the kids in the season kind of also took a step back. This was really Daniel LaRusso's season, you know, and I don't know, man. Miguel went on a fucking in an unimportant quest. That shit was pointless. I don't know, man. Like I said, we're going down so many different storylines, and then it's starting to just feel pointless. You know what I mean? But I don't want to go on too long of a rant. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed Cobra Kai, you're going to enjoy the season. But at the same time, you'll see it. I see it, and I hope you understand what I'm saying when I say this. That they're probably going to have to pack it on up because it's starting to get to that point. And on top of that, just to say this real quick, and on top of that, there's something revealed in this series or this season where I was asking myself, well, after high school, like it's done with these kids, you know? And I really feel like something that was revealed in this season is kind of hinting at this will allow our characters to be in the show a little bit longer, even after, you know, they exit high school, which is kind of annoying to think about because it's like you're going to extend the same stories of the same characters throughout the whole show. And I mean, I know we've grown to love and enjoy them, but at the same time, it's like there's only so much you can do with these characters. Only so much character development can happen. I really don't want to see more of these guys moving forward. Occasional cameo, cool, but at the same time, like we should just kind of like move on to the new blood. You know what I mean? But that's my review. Let me know if you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be. Drop it in the comment section down below. And you are now exiting the Cinema Chop Shop. Hope you guys have a magnificent day. And adios, homies.